Hello, hello, hello. Starting to come in. Happy, what's the Sunday? Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. Please like and subscribe. Please share. Uh, hope all is well. Yeah, today we're going to speak on something that one of the reasons why I'm out here fighting. Um, because housing is very important. And we have no help. Yes, Chicago red. Chicago flips red. Chicago flips red. So yes, yes, yes. Um, it always takes like an extra 5 minutes for people to come in, which I get it. I'm starting to have to learn how to do this every day. So I'm trying to get it right. Um, but my main thing that I've been my fight has always been eminent domain or violating the Fifth Amendment. However, while doing this fight, I've also seen just an overall housing crisis. Let it be people fighting for their property that they've already owned or currently own, or it be people being displaced. And just looking at the government preying on the vulnerable or preying on people that don't know their rights, and starting to, I guess, I think it's been like this for a long time, but I guess no one never addressed it. I guess a lot of people just let it ride, and that's not how it works. But you also can't get any attorneys, so a lot of people just give up instead of fighting it themselves, which people need to understand. Pro se is something that you can do. You definitely can represent yourself in court. Um, Even if back in the day you were able to get waivers, free fee waivers if you could not afford the fee, but because of COVID and it's been backed up so long, um, it, it makes sense just to pay the fee. I would pay the fee if I were you. If you have any type of lawsuits that you're fighting, it doesn't have to be housing, but just anything that you think that they're violating, you go ahead and sue them. That's how that works. And we don't do that. We don't do that enough. There's a lot of people that are. I don't know what's going on with lawyers these days. Lawyers are only going to take cases that you got shot by the police or any type of accident cases, but they damn near want you dead with the accident case. So that's a whole nother thing. But it's cheaper and easier, and you'll collect all your own money if you just sue them yourself. And if you have all the evidence, you can do it. And you have Chat GPT and things like that now. But even when Chat GPT was not anything, you still could sue these people, and it did not have to be in this lawsuit format. It could be who, what, where, when, and why, what happened, how did it happen, or you can go look at samples of other lawsuits. But honestly, I've never put it in lawsuit format. Now I do because I've done so many, but beforehand it was, dear Your Honor, these people have me messed up, and this is the reason why, and give all the reasons and all the laws that they broke. And honestly, I never even made it in court because you had the evidence. The evidence proved that they were wrong. They were in the wrong. And if it's a private corporation, they're going to settle with you before you even go to court, because going into court it costs much more money. So, and the whole purpose of the corporation hiring a law firm is to save as much money as possible. So that's how that works. But now that I have my 30 people, today I wanted to talk about something that's been going on for a while, but a lot of people don't bring it up. But the displacement of families in CHA housing, or public housing authority, but we're going to talk about Chicago. And Chicago is Chicago Housing Authority. So recently, Lathrop Homes is the newest housing, the CHA housing that's about to be, it's not all the way demolished. They didn't even demolish it all the way, but basically told the 747 families in there that they would be coming back once it was fixed up or revamped. And the issue with that is something that they say to get these people out of their apartments. And a lot of them do not come back. October 28th, at the finance meeting that Pat Dow is the chairman, one of the questions that were asked was provide an overview of right of return information for Lathrop home residents. At the start of the plan for transportation, at the start of the plan for transformation, all lease compliant heads of households living at sites undergoing redevelopment were legally given a right of return to a new or rehab CHA unit. At the time, there were 747 families at Lathrop given a legal right to return. Because Lathrop Homes was not demolished, any Lathrop head of household who wanted to stay on site preceding, during, and after redevelopment was afforded that opportunity. As of 10/31/2024, 5 of the original 747 heads of households maintained their legal right of return to Lathrop Homes. These head of households will retain this status until they're returning to Lathrop Homes, another CHA property, or using a housing choice voucher to satisfy their right of return. So only 5 families out of the 747 people that signed the heads of households or their right to return is coming back. And that is the problem. That is what they do. They did this with Robert Taylor. Only thing is they demolished Robert Taylor Homes. So that Robert Taylor Homes, gone. They did it with Jane Addams. They're doing it. They sort of did it with Cabrini Green. There's just a few row houses left that they're trying to get rid of, but the people that are living in those row houses refuse to leave, and they can't eminent domain them, so they just have them there. But that's what they do, and that is borderline illegal, for real. But no one doesn't talk about it. Now, God damn, I gotta stop that. Okay, I gotta get a sting for this, but until this is new for me doing this. Okay. What they do is they take everybody out the CHA, and once they take it out of, okay, we're gonna have to, cause nigga, what? All right. They take it out of CHA and and they make it into this mixed income community. But the mixed income community is just a key word to basically get all these people out of CHA housing and make it for market rate people. And then the few people that they do let back in there with their housing choice voucher is barely anybody that's from any of these housing authority projects. It's usually, it may be a senior, but if not a senior, anybody that's on a housing choice voucher, which is which is Section 8, is now going to probably be an illegal or somebody that's white. A lot of Indians are also on Section 8 vouchers too and have good jobs. One person we know for sure is a surgeon, but he has a CHA voucher or a house or a Section 8 voucher, and he lives downtown. But this is to push out black people in these certain neighborhoods. Now you know where Lathrop is. Lathrop is on the north side, and that is, and they basically don't want black people on the north side. You know, if you're on the north side, you're on the north side. You're gonna pay the rent. You're gonna pay whatever, but nothing low income housing or anything like that. Um, Also, when they do these transformations, it it separates families. It separates people who have been over there and known their neighbors and know all that, known their neighbors for a very long time and stuff like that. They also push them out of Chicago. Some people have to move to a whole different city or county because they can't find anybody. They can't find anyone to take their housing choice voucher. Some people, they've learned with CHA, what they do too is they give you a Section 8 voucher or housing choice voucher and will tell you that you can go into any of these CHA buildings that are downtown or on the north side, but they'll either make your payment so low that you're not qualified, or the buildings will make it so hard that you can't get in. Like your credit score has to be 800, knowing that your housing choice voucher covers the amount of money. But this is what they do because they don't want black people downtown. They don't want black people on the north side. They don't want black people now in Bronzeville. They don't want black people they pushing us out of Inglewood, Auburn Grisham, South Shore. They just don't want black people nowhere in those places because now a lot of people that live in the suburbs and stuff would like to come back downtown or like to come live in the city. So that's happening a lot, and no one's saying anything at all. So I want to get into make sure I got okay. So this was introduced in 2023 when they were decided that they were going to rehab Lathrop Homes. The total cost was $202,595,178. The TIF money that they're using is $25 million. Now, as y'all know, Lathrop Homes is on the north side, and anybody that knows TIF money is for blighted areas, like such as areas that's on the south side and the west side that need redevelopment or need some type of infrastructure. The fact that the city of Chicago is using TIF money for Lathrop Homes is crazy. On top of that, ComEd gave them a grant for $437,000. They have a deferred developer fee for $6,379,247, but they don't even have a developer yet on the on that's doing this. So I don't understand how they could put $6 million aside and they don't even know who the developer is going to be for rebuilding this. Now, to me, it looks like it's going to be CHA. The money's going to be given back to CHA, but we don't know. The land value is $18 million. The land value is $18 million. The CHA loan fund, they're giving them $37 million. Their mortgage On here it's going to be $47 million. And I don't understand how it's a mortgage because it's a CHA building. But this is just how corrupt HUD and the government is, and nobody doesn't talk about it. On top of them approving this, because they had approved this for $202 million and $595,000. They have no person that's doing the construction. They don't know who the general contractor is. The alderman over there, the 32nd Ward, is Scott Waguespack. He endorsed the project and has provided a letter of support. But I don't understand how he's going to endorse a project and provide a letter of support when 700 and what 742 families are displaced. And my thing is that the alderman, I'm not saying that Scott knew about this, because Scott probably didn't know about this. I think he probably didn't know. I don't know, but I know that the aldermen have to stop giving them these endorsing projects, these type of projects, and providing letters of support when there are people getting displaced. Okay, that's number one. Number two is the affirmative action. This what really gets me, right? Because whoever the developer is will comply with the requirements of the Chicago's affirmative action ordinance, which requires contract participation of 26% by minority-owned business enterprise and 6% by women-owned business enterprise. The developer has provided notification of the proposal project by certified mail to several associations of minority and women contractors. A sample version of the letter and copies of the post office receipts for this are presented as exhibits to this report. Now, if y'all don't have no developer and y'all don't know who is going to be the general contractor on the job, y'all already put the deferred developer fee of $6,379 to the side. Y'all are saying that y'all have sent out several letters to different minorities and women-owned businesses for this project, but no one has. We don't know who the person is, and that is the issue, and that is the problem with us. We not involved as much as we should be involved. Okay, the fact that you holding $6 million over here, y'all displacing 742 people, families. You're saying that the person has to be 26% minority-owned business, and 6% women-owned business. And since the past year of me going to the Community Development Commission meeting that's every second Tuesday of the month, I have realized the only minority-owned businesses and 6% women-owned businesses that they get are white women. I don't ever see a black builder in there. I don't even see a black woman developer in there. It's only white women, and they take or a white gay woman that takes the minority woman-owned business. And then when it comes to the 26% minority-owned business, they may get a black man in there, but it's always the same one. So we don't get any of these jobs. We don't get any of these bids. The fact that they don't even have, they're waiting on someone. I read in this that they're waiting on people to still bid on something that they already approved $202 million to, and they don't have a developer on this project. But this is what Chicago does, and this is what they've been doing for a long time, because they're trying to displace us. They're just trying to get us out of there. They just don't. Them 747 families that was living in there and been living there probably for a very long time. It was killing them on the north side. It was killing to see that. It was killing them on the north side. Instead of putting them up in maybe a hotel or putting them up somewhere, or what they could have done was they could have rehabbed each apartment while they were in there. That would have been smart. But they don't do anything like that. Because why would they do something like that? Why? Why would they do something like that? They don't want us in these communities. So they've learned how to get us out of there. They did this to Cabrini Green. They did this to Robert Taylor Homes. They did this to Jane Addams. There's some that's on the that's off the Dan Ryan, that's going towards south. They're next. They've been talking about them. They're next. And that's what they're going to keep doing because no one doesn't fight back. A minute ago, before I decided that I was going to go with the flipping Chicago red and all this stuff, I had looked up two things. And two things I had looked up while I was researching was that there is that Chicago Housing Authority is the third largest public housing agency in the nation. They still have 14 family public housing properties. They have 43 senior properties, and they have 77 scattered properties. So it comes out to where was it at? It was a total of 18,800 units, right? There's a bed bug ordinance here that the city of Chicago does not go by. But the minimum for bed bugs in public housing, which they all have bed bugs. All public housing has bed bugs in the city of Chicago, and they have a contract with Platinum. The people who come out and spray, and they don't never, the city of Chicago Housing Authority never gets sued. If people, that's why pro se is very important, but we don't do it. But if people just sued for the minimum of $500 per violation, the total would be $3,384,000,000 just off a bed bug violation. If black people alone would have sued the Chicago Housing Authority one by one, people wouldn't have to worry about their reparations because they wouldn't have to worry about Chicago Housing Authority. That is the problem. If everybody would sue if every black person would sue the Chicago Housing Authority that live in the Chicago Housing Authority, there wouldn't be no Chicago Housing Authority, and they would not be the place in us. But we continue to do stuff like this, and that was what irritates me because they are getting away with it. Chicago Housing Authority is in the green. There's no way in the world Chicago Housing Authority should be in the green. They should not be in the green. They've been displacing us for a very long time, okay? And they continue to get away with it because we cannot find attorneys. We can't find nobody to fight these people. So they continue to do it, but we have to do this stuff ourselves. We have to fight this stuff ourselves, and we can do it. It's very hard. It's very easy. I will sit down with people and help them do this. But you cannot let them continue to get away with this. They've legit displaced 742 families, okay? So they can go do another mixed income housing that none of these people that were in Lathrop Homes will ever go see. Like, we don't deserve nice things. We don't deserve a rehab. We don't deserve rehab apartments and rehab stuff. So you got people out here fiending, trying to figure it out, while you out here finding all the money for illegal immigrants. Okay, y'all done opened up the Section 8. I know people who've been waiting for Section 8 for 10 and 15 and 20 years and still cannot get Section 8. But y'all opened up the Section 8 waiting list for the undocumented immigrants. And y'all gonna let them get apartments like this. Y'all gonna let them get the mixed income. Y'all gonna let them get the market rate and don't have to worry about that because that's what they want. They continue to push us out, and they're going to continue to push us out if we do not say anything or do anything. There was a lawsuit that a lot of people, if you know people that are on Section 8, or cannot get Section 8, because that's a lawsuit as well. If you guys have been on the waiting list for 10, 15, 20 years and y'all have not been able to get y'all Section 8 voucher, that's a lawsuit. Okay, because they're neglecting Black America, they're neglecting you, and they would have to, they're violating HUD, they're violating the Fair Housing Act. So y'all need to read. A lot of y'all don't know how to read, but y'all need to learn how to read. Or not a lot of y'all do know how to read, but y'all, Yeah, but y'all need to learn how. But there was a lawsuit, Grassroots versus Chicago Housing Authority. This is on their website too, so and you can look this up. You could take this same exact lawsuit and just change it to your name and file it in federal court. But anyway, this lawsuit has historically targeted CHA for racial segregation and discriminatory practices. The case led to orders mandating the desegregation of public housing, including requirements to develop scattered site housing outside segregated neighborhoods. However, compliance has been inconsistent and similar challenges arise with mixed income policies, which some advocates argue undermine affordable housing availability and it affects Black residents. You can do this. So, this is an issue. This is an issue, and they're going to continue to do it because they are not supposed to tell you to leave where you at. So if you was at Lathrop Homes, like them 5 people that decided that they're gonna stay, like them other people left and went somewhere else, they should have stayed. Just like them few people that still at Cabrini Green and them row houses, they know that they can stay there for the rest of their life and they cannot do anything because if they do something, it is illegal. Tracy Scott is not. She stepped down. November 1st. It's another person now. She was the other person. I think her last name is Hasbrook. She was on the board of commissioners. But yes, Tracy Scott is just as terrible as Cheryl Burns. There's another lady on there too. She's terrible too. But Carrie Steinbeck, she's terrible too. But Cheryl Burns, she needs to step down as well. But they are breaking the law. So when they're telling you, and this is not, and this is not even pertaining even to just CHA, anybody that's at you know who else does it a lot? What's that place called? What's that the place in Hyde Park that everybody go to? Regents does it. Regents in Hyde Park, they kick people out when they're not supposed to kick people out. And they continue to do it because people don't act like they don't know their rights. Y'all have to understand what the Fair Housing Act is. The Fair Housing Act prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disability, or family status. Also, redevelopment plans. If they told you one thing like, hey, like what they told a lot of these people, hey, we're going to rehab Lathrop Homes because Lathrop Homes has not been rehabbed in a long time, and because HUD gave them money to do this as well. We're going to give money. We're going to make sure these are nice and stuff like that, but we're giving you the opportunity to go find something better, knowing that you can't find nothing else better. Okay? So that is an issue. So the redevelopment plans, they be lying about that. Okay? The uniform relocation assistance, they supposed to help you have somebody help you with relocation assistance. You do not leave until you find a place where you would like to go, right? Now, say you do find a place. Say you don't want to live in Lathrop Homes no more. Say you know what? I don't even want to live in Lathrop Homes no more. It is what it is. But I've been in there and my family been in there for 20 years. You could tell them people that my families have been here for 20 years, and I do want to go somewhere else. But I want to find a nice place. Maybe I want to be relocated to Bronzeville in a nice area. Maybe I want to be relocated still where Lathrop Homes is, but maybe down the street somewhere. You know, you don't have to live on the south side or the west side. You can live wherever you want to live because they are making you move because they want to make this into affordable housing and market rate, right? So you can tell them, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I want to live. I don't know. I want to live in River North. They are supposed to find you something in River North, especially when they are giving you housing choice vouchers. Whatever place that you want to live downtown. I don't care if it's by the river. If it's CHA, they cannot. Usually, a lot of them are CHA because as long as they got one person in there that has a housing choice voucher, they have to let you in there. So if they want you in there, they would have to match that. They would have to match that, and if not, they have a Real Property Policies Act, and all you got to do is read that Real Property Policies Act and let them know that I'm ready to sue if y'all don't let me live where I want to live with this housing choice voucher because I was at Lathrop Home minding my business, living good. But because you guys came and bothered me because you guys want to do this whole revamping thing and not because y'all want to make it better for me, y'all literally doing it because y'all are displacing black people and y'all no longer want us over here no more. And so, but you have to say stuff like that. We are afraid to speak up, but you can. That's the whole purpose of you being on Section 8, of you being in the housing authority. You being in the housing authority, you being in Chicago Housing Authority is the whole purpose of this. So if you want me to move out of where I was and where I've been for a very long time, haven't bothered anybody, not doing anything, you're going to have to match that. And if not, I am suing you. And that's how that goes.
Say how Alderman Barnett
Um,
it wasn't part of Chicago House.
a lot of these aldermen lied too. You got Walter Burnett. Walter Burnett will say CHA is not part of Chicago when CHA is part of Chicago. Okay. He's absolutely CHA is part of Chicago. The problem with Chicago is one of the most corrupt cities on the planet. So they do whatever they want to do, and they continue to do whatever they want to do because nobody does not stand up to them. We have laws. We have laws that protect us, and all you have to do is read. All you have to do is Google. If you have an issue or you have a question, I have no problem helping you find the law to sue their asses because that's the only reason why it's going to stop. HUD has laws. Fair Housing Act has laws. Section 8 has laws. So when these people come to you, these developers and people come to you and tell you that you have to move out of your comfort zone, you ask them, where's the policy? Show me where the policy is that I have to move, okay? Because you can also say this, well, since you want me to move and I've been here for 20 years, I need me a cool $2-3 million. I need me a cool $2-3 million because I've been living here for a very long time and I don't want to have to move again. So if I gotta move again, I need a cool $2-3 million. And I also need you to come pack up all my stuff. I need you to pack up all my stuff and I need you to move it too. Okay, I'm not picking up nothing because I was not bothering anybody. I've been living here for a very long time. I haven't bothered nobody. I haven't done anything, and y'all are not going to take me out of my comfort zone. And that is the thing. We do not challenge these things, and you have to challenge it. Like I said, black people should have been sued every housing authority that there is in the United States of America. If black people would have sued every place, every housing authority, they wouldn't even be bothering the house. The housing authorities would still be up because you know how much money Robert Taylor Homes Ain't no way in the world I would have left Robert Taylor Homes and I did not get no house out. You don't need no lawyer. That's the problem. Everybody thinks that you need a lawyer. Pro se. Pro se. Our ancestors were in slavery and they were suing. And they were winning. You know why they were winning? Because of the U.S. Constitution. They are violating constitutional rights. They're violating your 14th Amendment. They're violating how federal laws. They're violating HUD laws. You do not need, what's up, Charles? You do not need a lawyer all the time. And that's the problem with us. There's a lot of things. As soon as I go to a lawyer and a lawyer tell me, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's gonna be it's gonna be a good. It doesn't look like it's gonna be good. What they're looking at is, man, you ain't dead. So if you're not dead, it doesn't make any sense. Instead of seeing that the civil rights that are being violated. Okay? The civil rights that are being violated. And that is the problem. Everybody forgets that you do not have to be dead or to be sick or hurt to get justice. Okay? Emotionally, they're messing you up. Emotionally, they're messing you up. All you do is go get you a lawyer. Go get you a therapist. Go get you a therapist. Like, you gotta understand, they're taking people out of their comfort zone. But guess what they're doing though? They're taking people out their comfort zone so they can house illegal immigrants. Okay, they're housing illegal immigrants, and they're housing illegal immigrants because they're getting more money for illegal immigrants when they bring them here. Okay, I looked up people who are getting Section 8 are Afghan parolees, people that are on parole in Afghanistan. Okay? You have deferred action for childhood arrivals, which is kids and stuff coming over here. That's why they're trying to push, that's why sometimes you see kids coming over here first. And then all of a sudden they parent come over here trying to find their kid because they could get housing and stuff because it's children. Freely associated states migrants, which are citizens of the Marshall Islands, Micronesia, and Palau, they are permitted to live in the United States indefinitely under the terms of those nations. I don't even know what them nations are, but they can come here and get Section 8. I gotta look that up. And it's the terms of the nation's compacts of free association with the United States. That don't even make any sense, but they can come over here and get Section 8. Lawful permanent residents are permitted to live in the United States, and non-immigrants are admitted to stay in the United States on a temporary basis for a specific purpose. Students, diplomats, temporary workers, but they are getting your Section 8. You also have temporary protected status. That's what a lot of people are over here now that are getting all this immigration money and stuff. A lot of them are coming under the TPS, the temporary protected status. Holders have been granted temporary relief from removal due to armed conflict, natural disaster, or other extraordinary circumstances in their home countries that prevent their safe return. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what natural disaster or armed conflict or other extraordinary circumstances that Mexico or Venezuela has happened over there. Now, when it comes to Ukraine, that's why they were put up safely, 30,000 of them. But anybody else is coming over here, unless you coming from Gaza, and they're not coming. People from Gaza is not coming because they're fighting for land over there. So in Israel, they fighting for their land over there too. So they both fighting for a piece of land that don't belong to them. So that's just what it is. So neither one of them are coming over here. So what other conflict are we dealing with? Why are all these people over here? So that's what we're doing. And then you have victims of sex trafficking. They also can come over here and get Section 8 and all the other stuff. But United States citizens and citizens that's been over here, They're preying on vulnerable people, right? And vulnerable people who they're preying on are black people right now that and seniors, but are in housing in our housing. They're bothering our housing. Lathrop Homes been there, mind his business. Okay, they say it was a whole bunch of shootings and all that. That's why they're trying to get in now. They're trying to revamp it, but they're not offering them 742 families anywhere else to go. Okay, because they're moving that for market rate. That's all they do is market rate, market rate, market rate. Mixed income of 30%. Let me see what that thing was. They had a mixed income of 30. It's always a mixed income of 30%. I go to all these since I've been fighting this case with my mom. I've been to every majority of these housing and committee on finances and these housing meetings, and all of it is them moving. Look, the Lathrop Homes development is turning into 1,000+ unit of mixed income rental housing. On February 12th, 2012, the Lathrop Homes development was added to the National Register of Historic Places and to date. 488 rehabilitated or newly constructed mixed income rental units in 16 buildings have been returned to sites. The Lathrop sites is 4 miles north of downtown Chicago. That's why they're doing it now. Downtown Chicago, it intersects the Lincoln Park, Lakeview, and North Center community areas. Now, black people can't live over there. They don't want you to live over there no nothing. Once they get it all together and stuff, they want us out of here. It's well connected to the rest of the city via Diversey, East West, and Damon, Southwest, CTA bus routes, as well as the CTA elevated brown and purple lines, which run approximately 1 mile east of the site. The Kennedy Expressway of a mile west of the site and has access ramps at Diversey, Western, and Damon Avenues. These are designated bike lanes, okay, bike lanes, you know a bike lane now, on Damon Ave and Divvy Bike Station just east of the site of Damon and Clyburn Avenues. Due to its size and scattered sites, Lathrop Homes intersects 3 different neighborhoods. East and north of the site is the Hamlin Park neighborhood, a dense urban area of well-maintained, mostly single-family homes. Now, why y'all couldn't put them in Hamlin Park? Why y'all couldn't put them in Hamlin Park? Okay. What's the other one? Well, the mostly single homes, and then an occasional 5 to 12 unit building. The Northport portions of Lathrop Homes are housed in the West Lakeview neighborhood, which boasts upscale single family homes, condominiums, and higher end mid rise apartments and lofts. Why y'all couldn't put them in West Lakeview? Why y'all couldn't put the 742 people in West Lakeview? The south portion of Lathrop Homes sits in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. The Lincoln Park neighborhood contains some of the wealthiest homes, with the average single-family home median price of $775,000. It is home to the DePaul University campus, one of the most vibrant, active college campuses in Chicago, and one of the best universities in the United States of America. So that is a problem, and that is what they're going to continue to do because we do not research. We do not say anything. Also, Lathrop Homes is 1 mile and less from elementary schools Prescott Elementary, Harriet Tubman Elementary, John Elementary, and Elcott College Prep. Lane Technical High School is slightly over a mile north. Now, Lane Tech isn't a bad high school, right? So why are you going to take them kids that was living over there away from these schools? Because y'all do not care, okay? Lathrop Home Development was also home to the historic Great Lawn, originally a Jens Jensen design. The Great Lawn fronts the Chicago River. They've been talking about the Chicago River the whole time in this chat. The Chicago River and of 11 acres of this green space was restored in phase 1 of redevelopment. The Great Lawn connects tenants and its community alike to the Chicago River and restored walking paths. So the people over there can't walk. They don't want them over there walking. The closest hospital is Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center is 2 miles east of the site on Wellington Avenue. No, they want them over here at what's that? What's Jeffrey? What's that place called? Jackson Park. They want us to go. They want us at Jackson Park. Okay, you're right. The Riverwalk. So they want to move yet. Right, Michael. More real news. Riverwalk. Okay, so they want to move us out of there. They want to move us from over there and put the white people over there. And that's a and it's a law against that. That is it's against the law, and they continue to do that because we don't know the law and we can't get a lawyer. But you don't need to get a lawyer. You need to sue. If I knew the 742 family members, the family that are not going back over to the Lathrop Homes, I would help them file their lawsuit pro se, each one by one, one by one, one by one, because they deserve to go back to where they came from. And that is the problem. What are you talking about, Richard? And my thing is, segregation, I have no issue with segregation. I'm gonna tell you that one thing or another. Segregation, if they would have kept segregation, it would have been fine. The problem is, don't go wake up nobody. Okay? Don't wake up nobody that was over there minding their business. Okay? Scott Waguespack, I have an issue with him because that's the alderman over there that gave his support. But he's always pushing back about TIF money. He's always talking about how TIF money isn't good and all that. But then you give your support that this displaced 742 black families. That is a problem. That's an issue. You deserve, they're about to give $202 million to build up Lathrop Homes. Lathrop Homes is about to be something amazing now. They're gonna have a grocery store over there. They're gonna have everything in there. It's gonna be beautiful in there. And those people that were living over there that whole time won't be able to deal with that. Except them five people over there that was smart not to leave. Them 5 people over there were smart not to leave. Just like them few people that's living still over in Cabrini Green and in row houses refuse to leave because they know they can't kick them out because it's illegal. Because it's illegal. And we need to start talking about that. Okay? No one is gonna fight for us except us. Okay? So I'm not here to go back and forth with people. I'm here to help us, because if we're not going to help each other, no one else is going to help us, because that's just what happened. That's just what happened. That's why we're so far backwards. You understand? That's why I'm pushing for a Department of Black American Affairs. I'm pushing for legislation when it comes to our housing. I'm pushing for a legislation or investigation when it comes to auditing, when it comes to a lot of these developers need to be arrested because the mass evictions, because they're literally illegally evicting people, having people sign certain things and aren't telling people about these things because we do not read, or it's because of we are so traumatized. Black America, we are owed so much. We are owed so much as far as our economic resources. And because we do not know that, because we don't have anybody that's in our corner or really trying to fight for us, even people that are in Congress. We got 20 black aldermen. 20 black aldermen. Not one black alderman went and said, you know what? What happened to the 742 other families over there? Why are they getting pushed out? Nobody don't know where they are. Who are they at? Where are they at? Who are they? Nobody not gonna say that because they don't care, because they selling out our communities on the south side. So why would they care? Because they selling out the south side and the west side anyway. So why would they care if Scott Waguespack doesn't care? But I care. I care because y'all displacing people. Just like how y'all knocked down my family's building. Just like how y'all knocked down, how y'all displaced my godfather who was living in a building that he owned. That's what y'all do. And y'all continue to do it because no one does not say anything. That's why y'all getting up out y'all seats. That's why y'all are no longer going to be. I'm trying to tell you, the disgrace 50 is over. A lot of y'all is not coming back. A lot of y'all is not coming back because y'all do not care about housing. Y'all do not care about seniors. Y'all do not care about children. All y'all care about is kickbacks. Kickbacks, 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 kickbacks. And y'all are about to get kicked in y'all ass because y'all are not coming back. This is engineered displacement. They've been doing this for so long, it's engineered, okay? It's designed for this to happen. They've been studying us and doing this for a very long time. They just did not think that we was going to fight back. They didn't think that we were going to fight back. They didn't think that it was going to stop, but it stops now. Like I tell a lot of my friends, we are the new adults. So y'all may not see it now because a lot of y'all pay mortgage, but they coming for y'all too if we do not do anything about it. If we don't do anything about it, they're going to come for you next. Y'all just young right now. Okay, y'all just working 40 and 60 hours and shit like that. But at the end of the day, that's the problem. They did this to Robert Taylor Homes. They did it to Jane Addams Homes. They did it to Robert Brooks Homes. They did it to Loomis Courts. They did it to Grace Abbott Homes. In the city's south and west side, the witnessed a structure of nearly 7,000 units. Okay? They've been doing this for a long time. Now it's being done with Lathrop Homes.
Give them that case number.
Y'all really need to look up Gay Truth
Spell it.
versus the city of Chicago. Y'all really need to look that up. And once y'all look that up, y'all will see how long this has been happening for a long time. That lady who started, and I'm going to spell it out for you, Gautreux versus Chicago Housing Authority. I'm also going to put the link on my Facebook. I'm also going to put the link on my X, just so y'all can look at it too. But y'all really need to look at it. And whoever is in Chicago Housing Authority or in a Chicago Housing Authority property or is waiting for a voucher and has yet to get their voucher, you guys need to really take this as a template. Go pay your little $400 and take them to court. And I promise you, you're gonna win. Okay? You take HUD, you take HUD, you take Chicago Housing Authority. Tracy Scott is no longer. She stepped down November 1st. It's another person now. And you take Cheryl Burns. And you get your money. If you are in Lathrop Homes, or if you know somebody that's in Lathrop Homes that signed the right to return, and you would like to return, and you cannot return, that's a lawsuit. Yes, if you're low income, but let me tell you about the low income fee waiver thing. Ever since um, ever since COVID and now this illegal immigration scam, a lot of stuff is pushed back, right? So you'll be waiting a year to 2 years for them to hear your case, rather you just pay $400 and just do it like that. Why are you here, Alex John? You don't have to be here and you don't have to hear me. Troll. The hell? Yes, but it's nationwide, Mike. You're right. It's more real news. It is nationwide. And that's why I said this. I was serious. I was looking it up last year. I said, dang, if everybody, I started right here. I said, of course, gentrification is detrimental for the black communities and it must be stopped now. Chicago is dealing with mass evictions that will eventually lead to mass homelessness, which is happening. 68,000 homeless people are in Chicago. Florida has already passed a bill to arrest homeless who sleep in public ways or public buildings. Texas is following, and soon will be other states. The only way we can control this election, because this was before this happened, I said we must find a civil rights lawyer. And I did say preferably white or Jewish or a black woman to sue Public Housing Authority and HUD. Starting in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago has a major bed bug problem. So the city decided to pass a bed bug ordinance in 2013. The landlord will be fined a violation of $300 to $500. Second violation, $500 to $1,000. Third violation, $1,000 to $2,000 a day. I said, that's not even with the federal laws that are being violated. That's just with the bed bug ordinance. Chicago Housing Authority buildings are bed bug infested. The seniors and families have complained and have to buy furniture 2 to 3 times, and family and friends are scared to visit. Okay? Now, I said that last year, and people thought I was crazy, didn't want, was ignoring me and all that stuff. I got to end with the last part of it. Let me see what my last part was, because I did tell you that part. A lot of this is that TIF money. I got to talk about TIF too. Today is not the day to talk about TIF. But TIF, that's a whole nother situation. That tax increment financing money that they've been stealing. Oh, yeah. So then I said, the Chicago Housing Authority is the third largest public housing agency in the nation. They have 14 family public housing properties, 43 senior properties, 77 scattered properties. That goes to 18,800 units. If we just sued for the minimum of $500 per violation, that would be $3,384,000,000. Just off bed bugs, fam. Just off bed bugs. We sitting on billions of, Black America is sitting on billions of dollars in lawsuits, and we just are sitting here waiting for attorneys. No, we can go get some lunch, okay? I'm helping a lady right now. She lives in Burr Ridge. I'm helping her right now file her federal lawsuit. You know what she does? Feed me. She just feeds me, okay? And I'm sitting there helping her do it because we got to help each other. That's what we have to do. And hers is a whole nother case. Her situation is a divorce case. It's a whole divorce case. It's so illegal. Her stuff is crazy, but she got all the evidence to prove it. And she cannot find an attorney because all the attorneys are working with her husband because her husband is the man who got the money. But that's how that works. But you got to do it. So that's how that works. Salem is also one of the HUD offices. Yes, it's all over America. Like More Real News said, it's nationwide. It is nationwide. It's nationwide, and we are, like I said, we sitting on billions of dollars on lawsuits. We sitting on billions of dollars lawsuits, and we have to go back to what our ancestors did. Our ancestors did not have attorneys for a while. They were suing themselves. They were going up there suing, and going off of the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land, and that is how that works. So you don't have to be afraid. And my thing is, you got the argument. And one of the greatest things about this is, if you write it up properly with the laws, you probably will never ever see the inside a courtroom, because they're not going to fight something that they see all the evidence and everything. We don't have to get shot. I will put it in my thing. It's in my description when you look up my thing, but it's Lee, LEIGHZOE23 @gmail.com. LEIGH, my last name, and then my first name, ZOE, 23, number 23, at gmail.com. That is my email address. But that is how you do this. We have to help each other. It's each one teach one, baby. It's each one teach one. And that's how this works. Okay? That's how it works. They just tell you, people, if everybody that's in all these public housing properties, senior properties, 77 security properties, they get $3 billion. That's $3 billion in lawsuits right there. $3 billion in lawsuits right there because it's a bed bug violation. And CHA is known for bed bugs. That's all they're giving you, bed bugs and headaches. CHA give you bed bugs and headaches.
If you complain, they threaten
Yep, and if you complain, they threaten you. They threaten that they're gonna take your little voucher and all that. Come take the voucher. Come take the voucher. Come take the voucher in this lawsuit that you're about to get. This lawsuit that you're about to get because you threatened taking my voucher because you want me to live with bed bugs. Are you stupid? Are you crazy? Are you dumb? So that's situation when it comes to that. So you got people who are scared to. That's another reason why a lot of people vote Democrat. They scared they vote Democrat because they scared they're gonna take their voucher away and stuff, which is illegal. So you're gonna continue to vote for them violating the Fair Housing Act, them violating the HUD, them violating the 14th Amendment. Y'all gotta read. Like, there's a website where you can go and get all the amendments for the Constitution. All the amendments for the Constitution. If you have children, you need to really look at that. All right. It's always a troll. It's always a troll. But that is very serious. The next community development commission meeting, that's the CDC meeting. It is the second Tuesday of the month. Y'all really need to go to that meeting so y'all can look at where y'all tax dollar go to and what development they're going to do. Last Tuesday I went to one. I got to actually put that video up. Your man, and I can't talk about it today because I got to talk about it on one of my other videos. But basically, that's where they have all the TIF money. It's 10 commissioners, and they go in there, and these white people go in there, and they start asking for TIF money. But a lot of this TIF money is not going where? The TIF money is not going into our neighborhoods. The TIF money is starting to go into the South Loop. The TIF money is starting to go downtown. The TIF money is starting to go on the north side. And the TIF money is supposed to be for south side and west side. It's always a troll. Hello, trolls. I forgot to say something to y'all today. Hello, how are you doing, trolls? Hope all is well. I hope you got some hugs today. If you didn't get any hugs, virtual hugs to the trolls. Virtual hugs to the trolls. I'm sorry that I did not shout y'all out in the beginning. Whoo, sorry. Okay, y'all want to talk about Trump now? Okay, let me talk about Trump real quick. Y'all keep talking about not one black person in his cabinet. The reason why the Democratic Party did not win this time is because it was too many black people in representation over there that was not doing anything for black people. Okay? So I don't care that Trump does not have Tim Scott or Brian Donalds in his cabinet. I don't want them in the cabinet. Okay, the reason why we did not vote Democrat this time is because we have black representation over there who have not done nothing for black America and who knows when. So y'all keep coming over here talking about Trump don't have nobody black in his cabinet. Great, amazing. Until we find some black people that are going to get in Congress that's not scared to speak up for black people. Okay? This is a black channel for black people. Okay? So if you are here for that, I don't care about Byron Donalds. I don't care about Tim Scott. I care about my black people and what we got going over here. We are working on black stuff. Okay? I'm over here trying to talk to people about black things and what's going on with black stuff. I don't care if he don't have any black people in his cabinet. Okay? I don't care. I don't care at all because we have so many on the Democratic side that's not doing anything. We have over 180 of them in Chicago and Illinois that don't do anything for us. They're puppets. They're statues. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of breath. I can't stand them. I'm trying to get each and every one of them out of office, okay? It's Operation Get Them Out of Office. So do I care that he doesn't have a Tim Scott in there? Who cares about Tim Scott? Tim Scott is a loser. What my man do? What's his dance? What's Trump dance? Okay? We don't care. We don't care, okay? Damn. That's the third time y'all keep talking about that. Who cares? We don't care about no, I don't care about Tim Scott. Tim Scott is a homosexual, okay? He out here went and got married to a white woman. He went and found him a white woman real quick, trying to satisfy them when he won't even live in his truth, okay? So I have no respect for him. And when it comes to Byron Donalds also is whitewashed, and he doesn't believe in reparations. I don't care about him not being in his cabinet. I want people to understand that black people we are owed economic resources. And if you are somebody that's non-black or black on this channel that does not think that we do not deserve economic resources, then this is not the channel for you. Thank you. Thank you. The hell. Now, back to what I was talking about when it comes to suing these people pro se. Hello, Miss Parker. How are you doing? That's how it goes. Okay? We have an agenda. Okay? And the agenda is on this channel is the Black American Affairs. Okay? We need a department for Black American Affairs. We need legislation for our housing. Okay? And it's no blue over here. And that's just what it is. If we go from in the words of George Blakemore, you leave one plantation, go to the next plantation until you get to freedom land. Now, I believe that Trump and them are going to give us our Department of Black American Affairs. And if not, what do we have? Independent. And that is next. It ain't nothing else left but independent. And the black pack is bigger than any pack on earth. I'm the only resident speaking to CHA about Lathrop Homes. Well, come on, Chicago News. If you was over there and you were supposed to be over there and they tried to violate you, let's go. And we can go over there together, talk to the other 5 people that stayed over there, the smart ones. We can get some videos with them, and we can go find the other 742 families who need to go back over there because what they did was illegal. Here we go. Okay, here goes a racist. Racist of the day is Brandon McCurgan. Yeah, I want some of your black reparations too. White people fought for your rights too. Brandon McCurgan. Give a warm shout out to Brandon McCurgan who comes over here. Hello. Give a shout out to racist Brandon. Hello, racist Brandon. Yes, give him his 5 minutes. Right, right, right. More real news. That's Brandon Johnson. Hey, thank you, thank you. You know damn well, Brandon, you're not getting you already getting reparations. Yeah. The white people get reparations as soon as they get born, as soon as they step out the womb. Reparation. They get a reparation. Oh my God. Tony, do not piss me off, Tony. Mexicans did not fight for us. Matter of fact, y'all trying to take everything away from us right now. You're Hispanic KKK. Tony Montana. Tony, do not come here with the BS. Do not come here. Y'all taking everything away. Nothing holds me back from getting a bag. You're right, Brandon. But you're not getting any reparations on us, okay? No. All right, Brandon, you're doing too much. If you think I'm going to get $2,000 for reparations, you're crazy. Have a good. We just put him on timeout. Put him on timeout. Put him on timeout. We're gonna put another one. KM. I don't even eat Big Macs. Have a good one. Let me make sure it's you because I be putting the wrong person. Let me see where you at. Chicago almost flipped red, and I guarantee you in 2026, 2027, we're gonna get some Republicans in office. B. Waller. Yeah, Lee. Yeah, Lee. You see what I'm saying? We coming here trying to school people, and here come people. Brandon Johnson does not respect his thoughts. Okay, he doesn't respect his thoughts. Okay, you say, why doesn't the mayor Brandon respect y'all thoughts? He doesn't respect his own thoughts. He doesn't even know how to think. He has a battery put in his back, and it's the cheapest battery on earth. Okay, it's like the Dollar General battery, and that's why it's crazy. Right, we must focus on ourselves before we can help out others. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I have big pool. I know Jessica Jackson. Okay, I'm glad that you know Miss Jessica Jackson. I do too. I know Miss Jessica Jackson as well. Yeah, you said you've been watching videos of him and he makes you sick to your stomach. Yeah. His wife as well. I'm pretty sure they don't even sleep in the same bed. Yeah. Even though he says that he's a genius. He said a few might say he's a genius. Oh, Jesse Jackson? Oh yeah, no. I don't care about no Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson, I really do not rock with Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson is not, we don't even talk about Jesse Jackson on this page. Jesse Jackson failed us. Al Sharpton failed us. Maxine Waters failed us. They all failed us. I do not rock with none of them. Okay? None of them. Okay, punch 9 for Harold. Okay, I'm going to look that up. You said punch 9 for Harold. Okay, I'm going to look that up, Miss American Lady. My mom said that's Harold Fried Chicken or that's Harold Washington. Yes, Jesse failed us. When they roll Jesse into City Hall, we go the other way. We don't even say nothing to Jesse. Okay, Jesse Jackson No one cares for Jesse. Jesse Jackson only cared for himself. Please like and subscribe. If you have not, please like and subscribe. But Jesse only cared about himself. And that's just what it is. All right. All you do is talk about Big Macs, KM. You have a good day. Yes, they roll him. Oh my God. It's elder abuse at this point. Yes, Jesse Jackson is very dangerous. He's been dangerous. Jesse Jackson is the reason we don't have Dr. King. All right, we got another one who is a troll. Obama was terrible too. I mean, y'all be sitting here trying to. Obama, I would never. First of all, I have no respect for Obama, but Obama has a museum over here in Woodlawn that's displacing black people and seniors, and they're not doing nothing. No, we cannot recall Brandon. The only thing we can do is pray that Brandon, that the feds come and get Brandon, because I know Brandon's misallocated a lot of this money. Yeah, Jesse Jackson don't even know what's going on. Jesse Jackson, he endorsed Bob Floretti, and I think he thought that Bob Floretti was a Democrat. Vast majority of government officials in Chicago are what ethnic? Black, and don't do nothing, don't do anything for us, nothing at all. That's another day. Another day. But everybody knows that when it comes to King and Jesse. They don't do anything for us. There's a housing crisis. There's people that come down there asking for help. There's 4 different people that's down there dealing with housing issues. Mine is illegal eminent domain. There's other people that is dealing with trying to find housing. There's other people that's dealing with probate court. And they ignore all our problems. They ignore our problem. We come down there for a year, but they're down there fighting for Lathrop Homes and affordable housing. Okay? Because it's all about the TIF money, the tax increment financing money. This is big business. It's the American way. So in order to break all this up, you gotta flip it red, and you gotta get the feds involved. You gotta get the feds involved, and the feds is coming. It's definitely the American way. That's all they've been doing, is stealing properties. Man, the government been stealing properties for how long? That's why we don't have any generational wealth. Iron truth, whatever that is. It's a democratic way if you don't want to say it's the American way, but it's definitely them. Yeah, they've been stealing property. They've been stealing land. They've been selling these aldermen been selling out our properties, been selling out our land and our communities and all that. Started with Vidoliak, started with Ed Burke, all them. How many people do they have? That's all they've been doing. That's what they do. They do, and you can't get no help. You can't get no help at all. And they got a design that you can't get no help. They got a design. They doing it in Harvey. I'm doing something maybe in a week or 2 weeks. I'm gonna talk about how they How they displacing seniors in Harvey, Illinois for a retention pond. And that's with the Metropolitan Water District, water reclamation people, and Chris Clark, another corrupt mayor. Yeah, Vadoliak, Ed Burke, Madigan, that's on trial right now. That's all they did. The machine is breaking. The only person left that's on the machine is Tony Preckwinkle. And her knees is giving out, according to them ankles last Tuesday. I don't know how long she's going to be holding on. I don't know how long. Know how long. The next city council meeting is December 2nd at 10 a.m. To celebrate Kim Fox last day? Hell no. Kim Fox. No, but we should ask Jesse Smollett is he celebrating anything. He might got her a cake or something. We should ask Jesse Smollett if Jesse Smollett is going to celebrate her last day. The New York governor, Kathy. Yes, Kathy is a criminal too. Eric Adams. I don't know what Eric Adams is doing. We'll get her a Subway sandwich. Man, she did too much. She went hard. They all went hard for Jussie. That was crazy. That was nuts. To this day, they still should be embarrassed, but nobody don't want to talk about that. That's what we need to start bringing up. Every time they bring up Trump, you bring up Jussie Smollett. Y'all believe Jussie Smollett. Y'all mad at us for voting for Trump, but y'all was riding for Jussie. Y'all was riding for Jussie Smollett. But we the slow ones? We're the uneducated? My man, woo, that was a time. Richard, time out, Richard. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 7:23, 24 hours. Jussie was a time. Let me tell you something. Jussie Smollett. That whole situation, I remember when that went down, right? Man, does everybody remember where they was at when Jussie Smollett said that he got attacked? I know where I was. Sitting in bed, laying in bed, with walking pneumonia. Because a couple of days before that, I got into something at Bevy nightclub, and it was on some, because I was part of the alphabet community, but whatever, I couldn't get no help. None of the organizations will deal with me. I couldn't get no police to write nothing up, none of that, right? Anyway, end up getting walking pneumonia. Couple of days later, that hits my TV. I got up coughing like that nigga's lying. Ain't no way they attacked him. Who outside? Who is outside? Just Jussie Smollett. Who was outside? Okay? And so anyway, I was waiting because you know how everybody was like, nobody could have really say nothing, right? Because if you say anything, you misogynistic, or you homophobic or anything like that. So no, everybody was quiet, right? Not me. I wrote a long thing like, now, hell no, he lying. Right? He lying, da-da-da. I'm saying all this stuff, he lying, da-da-da-da. So a lot of my friends, my straight friends, they was like, DMing me and stuff like, okay, it's safe. And I was safe to say something like, yeah. But the fact that people could not even say that he was lying was crazy when everybody that's from Chicago or live in Chicago knew that he was lying. Like maybe other people did not know in other towns, cities, and states, but anybody that lived in Chicago or from Chicago knew he was lying. But nobody couldn't say anything because if you said anything, you were homophobic, right? You know, you didn't care, right? That's another reason why I'm glad that the election went the way that it went because cancel culture was taking over. People couldn't say anything. Like it was getting to the point that if you said anything, it was a problem. You couldn't have no opinion. You couldn't any of that. So I'm glad that the election went the way it went too because we had to end cancel culture in some type of way. So that was one of another reasons why that happened because everybody knew that man was lying, but you couldn't say nothing because if you said anything, you were homophobic. Not me though. I said it. I was the second day. I don't even care what y'all say. Cancel me. Cancel me. Take me out of the LGBTQ. Take my letter out. You can take the L out. I'm fine. My gay ass knows that he's lying. Take me out. What you gonna do? Sue me? So yeah, so I was one of the first people to say that man was lying, and I was proud. I was super proud, super happy that I was the first one to say he was lying, and I didn't care. I lost some gay people that were following me. I cannot believe you would do that. I could not believe that you would do anything like that. I can't believe he out here lying, and y'all believe in it. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that you believe that. That's what I can't believe. I can't believe that you're that gullible. I can't believe that. He was not that good in Empire for you to believe that story. Okay? He messed up Empire. People was rocking with Empire. Empire was a decent show, and then it got real gay. It got real gay, and nobody didn't want to see all that gay shit. Okay? We were here for Taraji Henson and what was my man name? Terrence Howard. That's what we really was here for. We wanted to see the spin-off of what we thought was going to be from, what was that movie? What was that movie, Ma? With Taraji Henson and them, the Pimp movie. What was the Pimp movie called? What was that Pimp movie called? But that's what we was waiting for. Yeah, I know now. Yeah, but anyway, that's what we thought we were going to get. Okay? Yeah, hustle and flow. That's what we thought we were going to get, and we got Jesse and boyfriends, all the time. Every episode was Jesse and boyfriends. We didn't want to see Jesse and boyfriends no more. Okay, it was getting crazy. It was getting weird. It's getting nuts out here. Woo! Yes, hustle and flow. Hustle and flow. That's what it was. So yeah. Woo, that was a time. Woo, that was a weird time. It was a weird time. Woo-hoo. Yes, it was a weird time. I'm glad we're out of that. Now. He's taking it to the Supreme Court. He's taking it to the Supreme Court now. My boy is taking it to the Supreme Court. Whoo! Right! Because he just was lying. The Democratic Party. The Democratic Party. The Democratic Party. Ooh, yes! That was crazy. That was crazy. So the only person that should be celebrating or throwing him something is Kim Foxx. Because Kim Foxx went hard for him. Okay? Wasted all resources and time. But I knew it was over for him when he got attacked, and then he went to California and he performed. And after he performed, he said he fought the F back, and he was the gay Tupac. That was it right there. The gay Tupac was a disrespect to Tupac and anybody that loves Tupac. And that was it. The gay Tupac, I was done after the gay Tupac. I was done when I knew he was lying then, but that's when I had to say something. I had to say something after the gay Tupac. The gay Tupac that was it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it No more after that. Woo! Yes. When will they ever learn, American lady? All they do is go and get these entertainers. Mr. Gregory said entertainers are nothing but pieces of S's, okay? He said they're nothing but pieces of S's, and every time, after this last election situation that just happened, it makes more sense. Every time I think about our conversations, I go back to remembering what he said. It ain't no saving these entertainers. It ain't no saving them. And you need to stop following these entertainers because these entertainers are also slaves to the entertainment field. Let's see. Oh, he did? All right, I'm going to look at, yeah, Anton Daniels. I love Anton. He's a good guy to look at, too. More Real News. I haven't seen you, More Real News, but More Real News is somebody I need to follow as well. He's one of the main people that got me, start posting me on his posting me on his channel and stuff like that. So please support More Real News. And he's like a brother to me. I love him and his wife and his little girl. I love Venus. That's like my little goddaughter. Love her like so. Yes. May I ask you, why are you here to spy? What? Butterfly, what are you talking about? Y'all just be saying, and trying to tell you, some of y'all be taking it to the deep end. Okay? Some of y'all be taking it to the deep end. Okay? Y'all be taking it all the way over here. And you don't need to. Oh, okay. For Tony. Okay. Okay, yeah. You're right. Tony, you know what? Let me put Tony. I was about to say Butterfly. I thought we was here. Yeah, Tony be talking crazy. Tony's probably, let me tell you who Tony is. I just put Tony on 24 hour. Tony probably is Andre Vasquez. Andre Vasquez, no, he going to jail too. So that's probably Tony. That Tony is probably Andre Vasquez Butterfly. It's probably Tony Vasquez. I mean Tony Vasquez. Andre Vasquez. So that's who that probably is. Where I stay around, Bronzeville, okay, Bronzeville, where it's a whole bunch of Indians that are starting to come over here. So there are millions of Indians over here. They're starting to come over here too. So if you got some kids that's in tech or they need to get in tech and STEM programs, so they come get these Google jobs because they coming over here, okay, and they coming over here heavy. And they staying 13 to a room because they about to take these tech jobs. So if you got any kids, cousins, nieces, social media, want to be social media influencers, get them into some tech, anything that's tech, STEM, learn how to make these apps, any of that, because they coming and taking these jobs for Google. Please, 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 please. Right, you right, Butterfly. And then now they coming over here. So get your kids into and stop. I know they want to be social media influencers. There's no money in that no more. Get into these STEM jobs. These Google jobs, these tech jobs. It's real easy. It's worth the investment too. It's worth the investment getting them signed up. Yes. I don't know. They be coming over here with their visas and stuff. They kind of smart. And I'm trying to tell you, them Indians are smart now. Because, see, they study us because, they're darker skinned. They melanated, right? But they come from a caste system. So they study us. And they're really, really, they the smartest out of the whole group of immigrants that come over here. They're the smartest. So they ain't getting deported back. They know how to come over here. They know how to come over here the right way. They know how to come over here and get this money. Now, I will say this about them. Now, I'll deal with them before I deal with these these Latinos, okay? Because the Latinos, a lot of them are racist. The Indians are not that bad, and they are very holistic, and they are very good doctors because they are melanated like we are. So a lot of the stuff that we're not supposed to eat, they don't eat it as well, and they know that. So that's one thing I will say. I trust them before I trust any white doctor because they are melanated and they do go from the holistic route, and a lot of them are vegetarians. And their food is much I'll eat their food should be in our communities more than these Chinese restaurants should be. So if you don't eat Indian, I eat a lot of Indian food. I love Indian food. So I will say that. But when it comes to them tech jobs, when it comes to them tech jobs, they're going to have all of them if we don't get our kids involved. I will say that. They are no, yeah, you're right, Shanny. Now some of them are racist, but you can check a lot of them too, though. You can check a lot of them too. So, like I say, I got some good Indian ones that are good, but they do come from a caste system, so you gotta check their ass sometimes, and they'll be checked because a lot of them respect you because they know, oh, you're not a slow nigga, you're not a slow one, you're not a slow one. No, I'm not a slow one. Hell no. We do. But, Ramo, we need to get some candidates that are not afraid to be pro-black and Republican. That's the problem. And that's the problem. People want to run for office, but they want to run for all. You can't run for all, but we need help ourselves. So you can run as a person who sees the disparities, as Kamala says, the disparities. You see the disparities in our communities, and you're going to want to push and fight for that. And you still can be American and help other people as well. But the focus is us. And that's where the issue comes in with Congress. A lot of black people get in office, but they're scared to run on black. That's why they latch on to the black and brown, and the Hispanics latch on to the black and brown. But who they taking care of? Brown. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to take care of brown. We need people. We need people in Congress that's not afraid to take care of black, and it's okay. Yes, they did free the slaves, but a lot of people want to act like that's not true. And then you have people like a Tim Scott, a Byron Donalds, the Mark Robinson, that make black Republicans look like we that we're all for all, we're all humans, we're all Americans, like we don't need our reparations. Yes, we do. Okay, if y'all would have, if Andrew Johnson, if they wouldn't have shot Abraham Lincoln, okay, if Booth, okay, if Booth didn't go shoot him up close and personal while he was minding his business, watching his play, okay, with his wife, he came in the booth and shot him in the head, right? And we would have had our Reconstruction era the way that we were supposed to have it. We probably would have had our reparations by now, and our families and stuff would have probably had corporations. We would have had land. We would have had the opportunity. But we do not have that. So that is what that's what we're fighting for now. So when people say stuff, when non-black people say stuff like, or house Negroes that say stuff like, well, we're all human. And we're all Americans. You're absolutely right. But Black America has yet to get their reparations or their economic resources. So until we get that fight will always be there. And I'm trying to tell you, the best thing that white people can do, allies can do, and the brown that wants to help as well, to make sure we get it. Because if we don't, I'm trying to tell you, this is a different generation. This is a different generation. This is not the same generation that was just for 60 years that was dealing with that same BS that the Democratic Party was getting. We're going to get our economic resources. And that's just what it is. Yes, Alderman Silverstein, is one Jew. She's one Jew, and she rides for the 50th ward. And I can't stand Alderman Silverstein. Cannot stand Alderman Silverstein. But Alderman Silverstein will ride for her people, and that's exactly what she's supposed to do. She goes so hard for them. And I appreciate that she goes hard for them. I don't even get mad that she goes hard for them. That's what you're supposed to do. She got everything for them. Anything she wants. They don't bother her. Let me tell you something. All she got to do is put the Jew alert. I call it like the bad alert. She put the Jew alert up one time. One time. The chambers will be filled with every Jewish person that's in Chicago. That people will fly in from a different state to come support Alderman Silverstein and whatever she got going on. But that's the difference, and that's what Mr. Gregory always talked about too. If we would be more like the Jews as far as uniting and sticking together and moving as a unit, we would be much further as well. But I'm also learning that everything is different. So sometimes we don't got them. Everybody ain't going to be able to come down there like how we should come down there. But we have social media now. We also need to learn how to vote and register to vote and get our people involved and get involved in stuff. We're not involved in politics the way that we need to. We're getting a lot more involved now, which is great, but we need to continue to be involved. We cannot not stop being involved now. We have to continue to be involved. We are doing something to dismantle. It's happening now. You got to understand, I think we just started at a late time. I know I started at a late time. This is not nothing I thought I'd be doing. If you would have asked me if I'd be doing this last year or the year before or the year before, I would never be on live like this talking. I would never. This happened because the city of Chicago thought they was going to play with my family and my generational wealth and thought they was going to just knock my building down and not pay us. And I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for nobody. I want to create jobs. I want to create millions of jobs. If I can, I want to help children. I want to help seniors. I want to help people get what they deserve. I want our generational wealth. And that's a problem. We don't care about a lot of us don't care about legacy. A lot of us don't care about any of that. I've talked to a few black people who do not care about legacy, and that's crazy. Legacy is something that's important. That's why when people say stuff like Trump is going to mess up America, and Trump is going to get revenge and stuff like that, that man has a legacy. He has children. He has grandchildren. He's not going to mess up America. Black people need to develop trust in each other. You're right, but you know what? We've been traumatized, so a lot of us aren't going to trust each other. That's why we continue to do stuff behind our backs. But that doesn't mean that you stop. You continue to move. You continue the movement. I do agree that, Ramo, that's why I'm pushing for the Department of Black American Affairs. Because the Department of Black American Affairs is a reparation to me. Because it's a department that specializes specifically for Black Americans and what they have going on. This department will have everything that's needed: men's health, women's health, children's health, media, housing, schooling, everything that I mean, it's a whole thing. I said I'm going to do one when it breaks down everything. So, yeah. But reparation, we still are owed cash payments as well. So that's not, that can't go out the window. It's just the way that we have to figure it out. But we're never going to figure it out if we're going to be going back and forth arguing with each other, or letting white people and other nationalities come in and try to tell us what we don't deserve or what we don't owe. I mean, what we don't deserve. So yeah, we gonna get it though. We gonna get it. You know, is the thing is, people gonna come and send people that are distractions, are gonna say stuff like, we're never gonna get our, like the old boy who owns fan base, Isaac Hayes, right? Isaac Hayes the third. He sits here and talks about ADOS and FBA and all that. Talks about how because we didn't vote for Kamala and stuff like that. Well, now you're never going to get reparations, right? But in the same token, you want people to support your social media platform that is. I'm not going over there at all, because who are you to tell me that we're not going to get our reparations, but you want us, but in the same token, you want me to go and support your fan base. That's why I said what I said on the Breakfast Club about it. Like, we need our own social media platforms. I know fan base, but yeah, because Isaac Hayes, you're a cornball. You're a cornball, and so is fan base. And that's why you're begging people to get on fan base, like people are getting on Blue Sky, but in the same breath, you saying that we're not going to get our reparations. Get out of here. Lake and Costner would be a good spot for black-owned clothing. Yeah. A lot of people say, like, well, we got to buy the block back. We got to do this. We got to do that. You're absolutely right. But we can't buy the block back if we do not have the support of the aldermen and the support of the zoning, because they are giving it to white developers. So those are things that we have to fight and get some type of legislation and start calling these people out. That's how we got to do it. We have to stop maneuvering within racism and navigating through it. We have to fight against Iraq. Let me tell you something. Racism going to be here. We have to start lobbying, Tay girl. We have to start making trips to D.C. We have to start doing round tables. We have to start going. You have to start. If you got, y'all gotta start meeting me downtown. Okay, we could have whole meetings right there in committee meetings after we do our 3 minutes, telling them about themselves down there. The more people come down there and start telling them, hey, we want this for our community. If you don't give it to us, I promise you, we are mobilizing and we are strategizing and we are getting y'all out of y'all office. We're getting you out of office, okay? The fact that there's 50 aldermen is insane, okay? Somebody said today it should be 20 aldermen max, and that's true. It should be 21 aldermen max, because why do we have 50 aldermen? They don't do anything for us. And they have staff who also don't do anything for us. Here you go, white developers like Trump. No, not like Trump. Trump doesn't steal people's land. Y'all love to say that. This might be Andre Vasquez again. Anybody with a Lopez might be Andre Vasquez. Got you out of there. Yes, come to city council. Come to city council. Let me tell you something. You can even have it written up. Like, if you scared to talk, have something written up. If you may curse, have it written up. But be down there. Let them know that y'all are watching. Let them know that your family is watching. Let them know because right now they scared. Okay, Trump wasn't supposed to win. That's what they didn't think. Oh, Trump's not going to win. Trump's not going to win. Trump won. Now what? Didn't I go with the flow? You came back and now you back talking crazy again? Cause didn't I have to put you on timeout last yesterday? Y'all be coming back. Don't be coming back with no crazy stuff now. We're having a good conversation. Go with the flow. Chicago, all hands on deck at gmail.com. But the next meetup, okay, so the next time I am at city council, well not city council, committee meeting is this Tuesday. This Tuesday at 10 a.m. It is the committee is Department of Budget. They're still in budget season. This is for the fire department. I don't know if you guys have been looking at the news and stuff, but as you've seen, our fire trucks are missing wheels and stuff. They just rolling off. Have you seen the fire trucks? They've been going to been called to go fight the fires, but they can't get there because the wheels are falling off and stuff. Yeah, so that's why I'm going down there because I need to understand why these trucks wheels are falling off. Okay, clearly I know we got the money because let me tell you, I know we got the money. I did the fire budget. Let me see where it's at. No, I know we got the money. It's somewhere here. 'Cause I got it all. Cause I had budget. Department of Buildings. $57 million. So I'm trying to understand why our wheels are falling off if y'all got $57 million. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So that is why we need to start going down here to these meetings and demanding audits. Because if the fire department is supposed to have $57 million, there's no way in the world wheels is falling off. Anytime you have to go to your enemy for help, you're in bad shape. Y'all be thinking Trump the enemy. Biden was the enemy the whole time, and y'all was riding with Biden. Riding with Biden. Biden was the enemy the whole time. Somebody wrote a nice thing about him today. It was so good about how racist Biden was and how y'all just let it go by. Like y'all just ignored all of that and put y'all focuses on Trump. Like he is a demon. He was a demon and a demon. That was the racist. That was whatever everything that y'all say Trump is. No. That was Joseph Biden. And he gave it to you all the way until the end. All the way to the end. Including still sending money over to Ukraine right now. He did not care about you, me, himself, nobody. He cared about nobody. He's living in dementia hell. Okay? Man. Where's the article for what? Him being racist? Oh no, it was a guy who just spoke about how racist he was on my it's on X it's on X. I posted on my X. My X is Mr. Steal Your Wig one, the same as my YouTube, and it just broke down everything. It was so good. All right, you have a good one. But it just gave just the facts, like, because he said that he basically was saying that he thought George Bush was the worst president of all time. But he said, I'm absolutely wrong. It was Joseph Biden. And then he breaks down just how racist Joseph Biden is. Now, I done broke down how racist he was the first night after the election. But everybody knows. I mean, man. Oh, yeah, you're right, Texas forever. They definitely was on some Rico. Woo! The Democratic Party was on straight Rico. Starting, oh my, yes. This administration was a wild administration. Oh my God, go with the flow. Why do I need to get paid for my channel that you're on? You're on this channel. I don't even know you. You come to this channel asking me, am I getting paid on my channel? Are you talking about being monetized? Yeah, it's being monetized, but getting paid by who? The Republican Party? No, that's only the Democratic Party that pays people to continue with that propaganda. Damn, you're still here? You don't have to be here. Bay breeder, Bayana, whatever that is. What do you breed for a living? Ignorance? Probably. You got one more time, go with the flow. I'm going to put you in timeout, then you come back again, and then I'm probably going to block you because you're getting weird. Because why do you ask me stupid questions like that? Why that's a dumbass question. That's dumb. That's a dumb question. Asking me, am I getting paid? Lee, I just sat here for almost 2 hours talking about important things with what's going on in our community, and you come at the tail end and ask me stupid stuff like, am I getting paid? Why don't you wait until I get off and then look at the whole thing? So what y'all know, there's been 20 hangings in South Sonia Massey and Marcella Williams executions. You have to be able to take questions and maintain your composure to lead a movement. I don't have to take stupid questions, though. Go with the flow. Get the moderators. Okay, I gotta look what that is. But yeah, so I'm leading the movement, but I also do not have to be distracted with dumb questions that you have been asking since yesterday. Yesterday you came with some dumb questions, and today you coming with some dumb questions. I'm being very patient with you, but you're not saying anything that's conducive to the movement. Do I own Bitcoin? No, I do not. I don't know. I don't know the whole Bitcoin situation. I care about cash. Okay, cash is king to me. Okay, I don't do the whole Bitcoin thing. If it crashes, y'all lose y'all money. It's gonna be y'all are gonna really fall down the stairs and all that stuff. So I don't do any of that. My movement is the Chicago Flip Red movement. It's a grassroots movement to push policy and to fight corruption. That's what my movement is, Chad.
I didn't actually know Matthew Andrew. I saw him once.
Okay.
I wasn't a nun then, just a volunteer
Thank you, Ms. Parker.
village. Was the war going on?
Well, I don't think this time we're going to lose, Tay Girl. I think that this time we're prepared. See, the difference is common sense. Common sense and knowing your, knowing, I know my privilege. A lot of people, and I think a lot of other people know their privilege too. You got to know your privilege and you got to not be scared. Today I went to Mass. I'm Catholic. And I went to Mass today, and the priest was speaking about fear and was just saying that you cannot be, fearful out here. And you can't. I'm not, I wasn't fearful at all. I've never been fearful. Actually, I've got it tattooed on me. I'm fearless. But that's when I was in my reckless time. Now I'm still fearless. I don't fear anybody but God. And I've always been like this. I've always spoke my mind. I've always been like this. But now I do know that God is with me, and I do know my power. And I think a lot of people need to understand their power. When you have your power, and you have God, and you know your strength, and you know your privilege, there's nothing that can stop you. Dear Catholics, strike one. See, there you go. All right, you on timeout, because this is what we don't play. I don't play them games.
God's will. Yes, I'm
I
fine.
don't sit here and talk about nobody else's religion. We don't do all that now. You can be whatever religion you want. At the end of the day, we don't talk about it, baby. Oh no, I understand. There's a lot of people that's gonna, willfully ignore things. You're definitely right, Tay Girl. But them type of people, you just gotta move around. See, this is the move around. You gotta move around in this movement. Okay, you cannot. Sometimes you can sit and argue with them if you want to, because I've caught myself doing it a few times. But this is the movement where you have to move around those type of people. Anytime it starts getting weird, or anytime some people come here and start discouraging you or try to make it bigger than what it is, because honestly, the reason why we have not received anything that we're supposed to get as black people is because we are lazy. That's the problem. We are lazy. If we the It started with, I'm glad More Real News is here. Last year when we started this movement, it was me, More Real News, Jessica Jackson, George Blakemore. 4 people that was going down there consistently every day. I protested outside in the summertime. I met them, but I was outside. They pushed me to go inside. But it was only 4 of us. 4 of us. And then we pushed to get where we are now. Now, you see us all over the place. So it did not take that many. It took 4 people that knew what they was talking about, not scared, and not scared to go up against the establishment, and had 4 issues. 3 people had issues. Mr. Blakemore, well, he had an issue too, because at the end of the day, he's tired of y'all treating black people the way you treat them. But that's all it took. So now that we're here and we done pushed it to where we have an organization, or we're organizing in a type of way. Now, I have Chicago Flips Red. Ms. Jackson, she supports it. More Real News supports it. Stuff like that. But an organization grew for me, because at this point, I gotta keep fighting, because we don't have any legislation, and that's what I see. I see our issue is we have no legislation, and the only way that we're going to get legislation is somebody has to continue to fight. So now the organization that I put together, it has 20 people. Yes, Ms. Jackson didn't want to be on social media. She didn't want to be on social media. Well, she said she calls it the junk. She don't want to be on social media. But you can catch her downtown or, stuff like that. But now the next thing is legislation. So pushing for legislation because that's what we do not have. We do not have legislation, and that's what I'm trying to push. Our soup kitchens told us we couldn't pray anymore before meals because if we did, there would be a problem with getting resources. You should sue them, hopeful moon landed, because how they gonna tell you that you can't pray before your meal and it's a soup kitchen?
As soon as he came to the door, I knew it was him.
I just told you the movement, Chad. I just said it's a grassroots movement that focuses on corruption and pushing politicians out and housing and pushing for Republicans to get into well, Republicans and independent candidates to run for Congress or run in Congress and run for office because it's too many Democrats in the city of Chicago. It's a machine and it needs to be broken. And the only way to be able to be broken is if you put in your own candidates and run your own candidates. And that's what we're doing. And it's going well on top of lobbying to get some legislation and to get what I'm pushing is DBAA. That's the Department of Black American Affairs, or that's what I'm pushing. It's the ADOS, all the other stuff, but Department of Black American Affairs. And if you can't understand that, Chad, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? Because it's probably going to have to put you on timeout because it's giving troll. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'm almost at 100.
I thought he might not find out his mistake.
People go to prison for blackmail.
You must do as you see fit.
And you're right, Carla. Furthermore, we need to focus on us. And that is what this movement is on. Us. Okay? This is for us. And allies are more than welcome. Allies are more than welcome. But yes, this is for us. And that is the problem that we've been missing in Congress for a very long time. We do not have anybody that represents us from the local level to the state level to the federal level on the Democratic side. Black men at Lathrop Homes still get in trouble with Latinos waiting for the bus on Western from Division of Belmont. Latin kings, induced gangs, and racist Latinos. Oh, okay. That's my dog Charlie, y'all. Charlie! Come here. You want to say hi? This is Charlie, y'all. Say hi to Charlie. Okay, this is my Charlie. This is my Charlie. Charlie is in Charlie is in the movement too. Yes, please, Miss Carla, South Shore, because they trying to take South Shore, and South Shore is still one of the only places in Hyde Park as well that's still by the lake. So we gotta save South Shore too, Miss Carla. Yes, yes, and Carla's my sister, one of my sister's names too. Yes, yes, Charlie. But yeah. But I think it's about time to get off this live. Any last questions before I get up out of here? Tomorrow I'm gonna have a live, and then Tuesday I hope I see some of y'all down at A committee meeting. Prime real estate. You right, Miss Trina. Right, Texas Forever. Because that liberal that Malcolm X warned us about. Woo! Mm-mm-mm. My birth month is January. I'm born January 23rd. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You know, some things I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, that's my niece's birthday, January 14th. And my sister's birthday is 111, January 11th. My other sister. More real news. I love you, bro. I love you too, bro. I hope to see you. I haven't seen you. You gotta call me. I'm gonna call you after this live. See what's up with you. Um, but yes, I don't know all the answers, but I do know this housing thing. We got to get it together, and we got to get some legislation, and we really need to start talking about this TIF money too, because they are stealing this TIF money, and this TIF money belongs to us. And for some reason, they are really doing some illegal things when it comes to it. All right, whatever, Chad. You just you would there's something wrong. We're not sitting here talking about reparations today. I'll do a reparations talk, not today, but I'll do a reparations video, and then maybe Chad, you will see it later. Okay. I don't want to hear. We're not going back and forth. White people always want to go back and forth about reparations. Chad, go find a video where where black people don't think we should get reparations. It's a few of them, the slow ones. Go over there with them, okay? Talk to them over there. But this is a reparation video. It's a reparation channel, okay? I am let me tell you something. I am pro-black, okay, at the end of the day. I am a woman, I'm pro-black, I am that before anything else, before my sexual orientation, anything like that. I am American, I was born and raised here, my mama black, my daddy black, that's all I date black women, I love black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. Okay? It's black over here. Okay, I gotta look that up. Always enforce it. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yep. You're right, bro. So yeah, so anybody that's not an ally and doesn't believe that we deserve any economic resources, reparations, any of those type of things, please exit somewhere else. Oh my God! Here comes another one. Here comes another troll. You broke your glasses? Damn. How long have you been an idiot, Farsan? How long? When did you first learn and discover that you were an idiot, Farsan? I'm waiting, Farsan. You don't have anything to say, Farsan? Yes, I do. I always do. I have town halls on Thursdays. But if you come in there acting stupid, it's 15 other people in there that will tell you the same thing that I tell you. We don't come because it's a difference. See, you go with the flow. You are not for the movement. You are like borderline a troll. And that is what the problem is with the community. So that's different. So yes, I do have them though, and you're more than welcome to come. So you can email Chicago allhandsondeck@gmail.com. After this is done, I will add all that underneath this in the comment section on this, and then you are more than welcome. Or you can follow me on Instagram, Mr. Steal Your Wig 1, and you can DM me, or you can find me on X at Mr. Steal Your Wig 1. And once you follow me, I'll follow you back, and I will give you the information in on X. And if you would like to come, you can come, and then we can talk right there. And I'm a concerned citizen who has a problem with the current mayor, but also has concerns about going red. You don't gotta go red. You can go independent. You know how many people that roll with me because they're riding with me, but they still voted blue? Okay, for the election. There, I mean, you have more than welcome. You have more than welcome to be whatever you. I mean, vote for whoever you want to vote for. As far as me, I'm done with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party does not do anything for us. Okay, so that's why I'm done, and I'm never going back. Now, do I? I think you had said yesterday about independent. Yes, I do believe that we should go independent, and I have a podcast called Dick Gregory Taught Me. And if you listen to episode 6 of Dick Gregory Taught Me, I spoke about us boycotting. I spoke about us boycotting this election. But I also talked about how I did not rock with the Democratic Party then, and how I still don't rock with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is not good for Black America, and that's just what it is. So, but if you want to, yes, yeah, you did mention independent yesterday. But yes, I do agree that we should go independent. But the problem with that is there's so many people that are scared to go independent. So there's things that you could do. We could rebrand the Republican Party. We can push our own Republican candidates. You may be a person that may want to run for office, and you may be like, man, I don't want to run for Republican, but I'll run independent. Okay. So this is for Republican candidates, independent candidates. My goal at the end of the day, people should go independent. Yes, black people should go. We should have been independent a long time ago. But because the Democratic Party got people on a chokehold, you gotta go, you gotta get off of that somehow. And there's some people that still like to rely on the government. And the only people that established with the government is two political parties: the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And that's just what it is. And like Leon says, independents can't win. Now, I believe independents can win. But are people prepared to make that sacrifice? And one of them sacrifices is boycotting. One of them sacrifices is holding our dollar. One of them sacrifices is ignoring the government like we did before Lyndon B. Johnson called up Dr. King. So yeah, I definitely individuals can win on a local level for sure. But I think also we can win on a federal level if we start doing it now. So yeah, but yeah, definitely on a local level for sure. So yeah, but Chicago flips red is a movement that I started. So I'm gonna always be the Republican or independent. But I'm never going to sit here and tell you do not go independent. No, we do need to go independent. Just yesterday, I didn't know if you was an op or not, because a lot of people be coming here trying to switch things and change things and stuff like that. But no, I definitely do believe it. But if you, the Dick Gregory Taught Me podcast, it's called Dick Gregory Taught Me podcast. That's my podcast. If you listen to episode 6, that's what I talk about. I talked about that the whole time because we do need to go independent. Black people need to go independent. So yes, I'm pro-black before anything. I'm pro-us. You never voted Democrat, they ain't like, see? And Texas, and bro just said, he said he's an independent conservative. I call myself a progressive conservative, okay? All I know is that it got real crazy. I don't know what your name is, go with the flow. But go with the flow. It got real weird out here, and the Democratic Party was getting real messy, getting real weird. Cancel culture was messing up a lot of stuff. People couldn't say anything, couldn't do anything. If you said something, it was going to be a problem. And we just do not have any representation on Democratic. The Democratic Party, we have no representation at all. They don't care.
One of the reasons we came to Midsummer is to enjoy the peace and tranquility of
We just had a conversation. I just gave you all the information, how you can see me or anything like that. But also, it's not constructive criticism all the time. Some people try to challenge things when we could just go with the flow. We got to move as a unit. And if we don't move as a unit, we're never going to get anywhere. So people who don't understand the movement as you move as a unit, we're never going to get anywhere. Like there's some people who hate the police, right? There's some black people who just cannot stand the police. I'm not one of them people, right? And so some people think because I don't have a problem with the police that I'm an op. You understand? So it's just certain things like that. We just got to get on one accord. Or we don't need the police out here. F the police. We need the police. But people will challenge things because change is scary for folks. You're right, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We are the chosen one. We are legit the chosen one. And that's what people have to realize. We are the chosen one. We are. God don't make no mistakes when it came to us. We've been through too much for us to be scared now with all the resources that we have now. And that's just what it is. That's that peace, y'all. Yes, we must understand the U.S. Constitution. Yeah. I go by the U.S. Constitution. Is there nothing else? I will carry the U.S. Constitution in my back pocket. So yeah, you gotta, and I talk about that. Episode 6 is my favorite episode that I've done. But I've also did an episode with my mom. I did a lot of episodes with Mama Doris. Mama Doris is a good one too. Miss Jessica Jackson I did one with. So it's a lot. I did a lot of good episodes on my podcast, and you really should listen to it. Even the last episode that I speak about the Chicago Flip Red movement and the whole reason behind the Chicago Flip Red movement. And I talk about independent. I talk about an independent candidate. You guys may not agree with the independent candidate that I did speak on. And now I sort of disagree with who I talked about too. But I did speak on one that may take us to where we need to go. So yeah. You say you have one in your purse. Yeah, we all need to have, I'm trying to tell you, we need to carry that Constitution around like how we talk about the Bible. We need to be talking about the Constitution. Matter of fact, people need to be putting the U.S. Constitution in the Bible. Yeah. Yeah, I got about, I think it's 13 episodes. Yeah, you gotta just there's a lot of weird people out here too. It's gonna get weirder. That's another thing too. It's gonna get weirder out here too. So just know that as well. But all right, y'all. Good night. I will see y'all tomorrow.